Alright, so practice upload 2.0, a more complex edit, and we'll see how this goes. Edit 2.0, 10 o'clock, Saturday. Alright, to start off this video, I recommend prior to watching WW2 in color in full. Get your history in of at least WW2. Alright, so for this video, it's the elevator pitch of potential WWE3 possibilities. The theme of this edit is elevator pitch of what I think may happen with the conflict in Europe and around the world. Practice edit video. Acknowledging this is a practice edit video. It's late Saturday. I'm doing this for fun, learning process. Am I tipsy? Yes. Is this professional? No. Am I gonna be 100% honest? Yes. Is it interesting? I don't know. Brief history. I was born in 1990. In my lifetime, I had never seen the borders redrawn until second term Obama. Crimea, located right there. It's not drawn on the map. Russia came in, took it over, and we didn't do diddly squat. Always thought that was a big mistake. First border redrawn. Brief history. I was born in 1990. I had never seen borders redrawn in my life until Crimea got taken over by Russia in second term Obama. That was the first moment of concern that history has shown us was significant. Crimea is, boom, right there. Still drawn as part of Ukraine in this map. Alright, here's the elevator pitch of what I think could happen, which is probably more fictional than realistic, but anything's possible. Alright, well, here's the quick and dirty version. So recently, Russia, China, and Iran signed a military contract with each other, promising support. Why would they do that? Because they could compete with the West military, at least population-wise. So Russia takes over Ukraine. Ukraine is a non-NATO former USSR country. Putin wants to put back the former USSR empire. He thinks one of the biggest crimes in the last 21st century was the destruction of the former USSR, which may be justified, maybe not. All I know is that it was genius by the people from the United States to take a world superpower with a population of 400 million people and to break it up into much smaller, manageable countries. And now Russia has a population of 150 million people, which is pretty tough to compete with 350 million people, which the States has. He has just took over Ukraine. Within 10 days to 3 months, that will be over and done with. As soon as he's done that, he will move on to any non-NATO country, and with the exact same military strategy, because why wouldn't he? No one calls him out on it. He can he will use the exact same military strategy to take over all the remaining non-NATO countries, which include Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Kazakhstan, maybe Mongolia, all of these former USSR countries, but nothing outside of that. Within 8 months, Pact 2, China is going to go after the country they have been so desperately teasing the world with, overtaking Taiwan. They will complete that. Hong Kong, they already consider their own. Who knows if they've gone that far and they have the backing of Russia, why wouldn't they sweep down the South China Sea and start picking off islands? Philippines, they don't trust America. They'd rather side with China. Vietnam, Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, all those countries, easy pickings for a superpower. Why would they not try? Australia, in for a battle. The other borderline superpower we should be butting up to more so now than ever is India. So that if China does swoop down South China Sea, they'll have to fight a two-front war. As of right now, based on the last United Nations vote, India is neutral. They have not picked a side. That is so important to the future. Russia is gaining territory. China is expanding. The third part of that trifecta, Iran. Iran, with the backing of Russia and China, they will start expanding their territory. They'll take over Afghanistan, they'll take over Pakistan, any non-nuclear country in the Middle East, they will take over. And they will push it right to the brink until Israel starts retaliating back in force. A threat against Israel is a threat against the West. With American midterms right around the corner, the narrative that is being presented to us, in my opinion, is not near as serious as the reality of the situation should be taken. After midterms, things will be jumped up. Things will be jumped up. In the not so distant past, Russia, China, and Iran signed a military pact. It was between 6 months and 2 years ago. Russia, current goal is to reunite the former USSR to all its glory. The previous population of USSR was around 400 million people, a serious threat to America. The genius that is America, after the breakdown, they split it up into a bunch of small, manageable countries. Russia still believes to this day that was one of the biggest crimes and travesties of the 21st century, what they did to their empire. Putin wants to restore that. He has started with Ukraine. We have done nothing. We are praying that our sanctions will cripple them and make them do it, we say, but I say, how effective are sanctions when China isn't sanctioning them? China can buy from America. China buys whatever they want from America. Russia buys whatever they want from China. Sanctions ineffective. Russia, as soon as they are done in Ukraine, which they will conquer within 10 to 3 months, as soon as they're done, they will move directly to the next non-NATO former USSR country. Finland, Sweden, Norway, non-NATO countries, not former USSR. Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Belarus, Poland, Romania, Budapest, Bulgaria, Kazakhstan. The list goes on and on. Mongolia. They will use the exact same military strategy, and they will continue to do what they do, putting the former USSR back together. Stage 2 of the trifecta. China, sitting here waiting strategically and intelligently. How is the West and the rest of the world going to react to what is occurring now? And pretty much what they're seeing is not too much. China, within 8 months, is going to move on Taiwan, secure Hong Kong. They are going to sweep down South China Sea, take over whatever islands they want. Philippines is already pretty much underneath their command because the Filipino leader just thinks the West is a bunch of all talk, no action leaders, which they're right about. Vietnam, Cambodia, Thailand, Laos, easy pickings. How far south do they want to go? Well, I guess that will be partially determined on how much Australia complains. Stage 2, China expanding their territory. Stage 3, the third part of the trifecta, China, Russia, Iran. If there's one country in the world that hates America, it's Iran. Would they ever dare to expand their territory? No. Not with America's big old lies on them. But you got Russia and China backing you. They are going to expand their territory. Every non-nuclear country is going to be Iran, Afghanistan, Turkmenia, all these countries. They will continue to expand until Israel steps up to the plate and has direct conflict. Israel represents the West. At that point, it's game on. There is much more to be told or pondered about this story, but for the purpose of what I wanted to accomplish today, it is what it is. Thank you very much for listening, and hope you enjoyed it and you appreciate my editing learning process, and see you soon.